Welcome people of the World Wide Web. So it's Cypher Sigma Toys here, and this is my what would be the final video for 2024. So this is essentially the 10, and they're not in any order. I've written them just down in front of me, and then I'll put pictures up to show. These are essentially the 10 toys I am looking for in 2025. I've tried to be a little bit more specific this year. I know my top 10 of 2024 has not come out yet because obviously the year has not finished. These are things I'll be on the lookout for to complete, to finish, or whatever. So we'll get into it. So they are in no specific order, and apologies if the names are slightly wrong. So the first one is Megatron, or Gigatron, I believe this version is. So this is the Robots in Disguise early version, where he has, I think, 5 or 7 forms. He's like a 2-headed dragon, a bat, a hand, I want to say a plane, maybe a car. Some of those are a bit far-fetched, but I recently got in 2024 the RID Prime, and I really like the Megatron. I really want the 2 to go with them. I think they're great molds. Trying to find it, I'm probably looking at 50, 60, 70 pounds. That doesn't bother me. It's the thing with this figure, it's complete, and that's the thing. There is like a tail and bits. There are a lot of bits that can go missing or are not with most figures, so I need to look out for that. So that is the first one. Second one, going on the Giga theme, it is Gigawatt. So this is the Back to the Future Transformer. Something I opted not to get in when it first came out. They then re-released it at the end of 2024, and again it was like 50 quid, and I put against it. I did miss out on one. I think it was for like 40 quid. There was a lot of people involved, but hopefully by the end of 2025 I will have this, because I'm a big Back to the Future fan, getting back into Transformers, so I think this will be a nice addition to the collection. Third one, so this is more a series than that, and this is to finish more than my Visionaries line. So anybody who knows, I've been collecting these for a number of years. The Dagger Assault and Recon are going to be the biggest bugbearers in there. I'm half tempted to maybe buy a complete version for £200-300. Could be cheaper than piecing it together. And then we have most of the figures. So we are. I need a better looking Mordred and his weapon. Ektar, I need a helmet and a weapon for him. And then I think there is only 1 or 2 weapons that I'm actually missing from the characters, and then that is it complete. So it's not too far off that line, so I really want to get that out of the way and kind of put that to rest in 2025. So that's why there. It's not a figure, it's a series, but that's the only one for this line. The next one is Alpha Trion. So I'll show a picture up. This is the Alpha Trion that goes with the 2-pack of Orion packs. Quite expensive set, but I believe it is the most realistic look into the cartoons of Alpha Trion, and I don't have this character within my Transformer line. Never seen one in person, so I really want to get to this and kind of have him as he is kind of the father of the Transformers, so to speak. There we go. Next one is Go-Onger. So Go-Onger is a Super Sentai series. It's what essentially became Power Rangers RPM. And you have the main Zord with the batteries and the weapons and stuff, and I had the big Compete one. I wanted everything from it. Now, if you've seen my toy series before stuff, you'll see I have boxes allocated for each series, and this is the one series that I have nothing for it from the Japanese series Super Sentai. So this series I want to get the main Zord with the battery packs, the sword and the shield. If I can at least get that, I would be happy for this one to stay where it is. Then it's only Geki Fire, Geki Wolf, and I think a few other bits that I need to complete that series. And then Power Rangers is more or less done for me. I haven't watched any of the later series, so I've not been enticed to get those toys. Who knows, something might happen in the future that does, but that is that. So that's it. So next one we go to Inhumanoid. So this is a wave I've been wanting to pick up for ages. They're just the big 3 are the ones I'm after. So Metlar, Tendril and Decompose. Decompose was always kind of my favourite, but this year has kind of led me more towards Tendril. I know there was one at the NEC that unfortunately it was probably 300-400 quid. I have a contact now, a very loose contact, who goes over to America, and I've said, like, if he finds one for a few £100, please message me. I will definitely set it up. So maybe he might come through next year, but I would like to at least have one of these monsters. But who knows what the future does hold. So next one is Killer Tomatoes. So again, I kind of have a contact list. I have a guy who, Toy Crusader, he normally picks a lot of this stuff up. Now, Fangmato is the one I want, is the snake looking one. Firstly, it was only one from the line, and then after looking on it, I think he is by far the best design. Maybe a little bit harder one to pick up. Probably between a 50 and £100 I'll be paying for this. Probably closer to the 100 side of things, but I don't mind. So hopefully when the next NEC is in April of 2025, hopefully I'll go there. Hopefully we'll have one, and hopefully I can pick that up and knock that off. Next one is Free-Zero, or I believe it's called Free-Zero. This is from Ram and Toys. This is the addition to the Marshall. So we had the Brave Star, so to speak, knockoff. And then we get 3030, or Free-Zero as he's called here. And this is his horse. He doesn't transform. He looks really nice. Because I have the Marshall, it'd be nice to get Free-Zero to go with him. And then for me, that's Brave Star done. I don't want to go to any of the old lines. I don't really like the look of the figures. These are quite cool, quite new, and fairly reasonably priced. Again, I reckon this is £60–70. I think the pre-orders go up in February, so, and then it'll probably come by the end of the year, so I would have paid that off anyway. So then we have the final two. So first is Agent Venom. This is one from the new classic line of comic hardbacks from Marvel Legends, and this is obviously Flash Thompson as Agent Venom. Obviously I have a lot of symbiotes. You may have seen my symbiote collection from Marvel Legends, but we don't really have a Flash Thompson figure, so it's good to get one, even though it's a kind of symbiote figure. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I do have it pre-ordered, so that one's a no-brainer really. That one will go in the list, but you know, you got to have some guarantees in this life. And then the final one is Coronation Starscream. So Starscream again is a character that I've never really owned. I've owned one version of it. It was a cheap knockoff that I got many years ago from eBay. It's the only knockoff that I've got that is absolutely horrendous. It went in the bin because I couldn't sell it. It was just absolutely. So looking around, I saw the Coronation one. It seems to have gone up quite a lot in price since I started looking for it, and now I'm getting back into Transformers. I don't have a Starscream, that's the one I want. So I will be keeping my eye out again at toy fairs and stuff I may come along. But that is the 10 figures that I am hoping to get in 2025. What are your figures? Please let me know your top 1, 2, 3s in the comments down below. Happy to have a little discussion on that if you have the same, if there's something new. Nothing, as I know it's a lot of older figures are out there. To be honest, there's not many new figures that really appeal to me, except for the odd one or two. But I've been Cypher Sigma Toys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and do all the things you want to do, and I shall see you in the next one.